All right, let's welcome him in. You heard it. 7-time All-Star.
Yep.
6-time Silver Slugger. All-Star Game MVP, World Series champion, and potentially future Hall of Famer. Do the math.
Most home runs among catchers all time. Think about that.
Put his numbers up against the Joe Mauers of the world and everyone else that played in his generation. He's got a nice case, and he's got a nice set of hands on the golf course as well. There he is.
What's up?
My boy.
Mac.
Hey,
B-Mac, what's going
how
on?
you doing, man?
It's been too long.
All right, give it to me.
Doing?
Give it to me. How's your golf game as you prepare to head to, Robert, give the whole...
Yeah, he's playing in the Club Core Classic at the in Irving. It's going to be on Golf Channel Friday through Sunday.
Ooh.
He's committed his life post-playing career.
Yeah, so
golf.
B-Mac, how do these? I mean, you've played in these similar type events. How does your experience as a professional athlete, does the competitiveness really kick in events like this, or are you able to kind of take it for what it is?
No, the competitiveness kicks in. About the first 4 or 5 holes, you're extremely nervous, and then once you settle in and you hit some fairways, you're fine. But these events are so much fun.
Your best friend, D-Row, says his short game's coming along. Can you confirm?
It is.
I can confirm. He's gotten some tips. Smoltzy's helped him with keeping his shoulders high. He's his chipping's getting there. He's as good a putter as there is.
There you go.
All right. So let's dive into a little bit of baseball. Braves head to Dodger Stadium. You got a chance to play with Freddie. Take me through what he's going to be feeling. Take me through how you felt to be his teammate, and what was your thoughts when he ended up signing with the Dodgers?
There'll definitely be emotions on his side, but I think at this point, I mean, he's got to embrace where he's at, and I think he's done that. And the Braves are doing the same. I mean, there'll be definitely emotions on both sides, and I look for him to see Snit and see the boys and chop it up and then play a game. I mean, it's
Mac,
a situation that everybody's in.
You never wanted to leave.
No, I thought I was going to be a Brave my whole career, and just things don't work out the way you think they will, and it's just one of those things where it's a business, and you got to move on.
Spent time in Houston, and I'm wondering, talk about guys you've played with, is Verlander aging in reverse? What do you think?
Yeah,
he's an animal.
Wow.
Spending time with this guy, the way his body moves, the way he prepares. His mindset's on a different level than everybody else. There's nothing he doesn't think he can't do. So this comes by no shock or surprise that he's coming back and he's pitching the way he is right now. I mean, he's going to be doing this for a long, long time.
What do you mean? What do you mean the way his body moves, B-Mac?
His mechanics are perfect. He works on everything. He's a step ahead of everybody.
Take us inside, like you setting up, the way you prepared. You used to tell me stories like you always would go into the video room for an hour and a half and formulate a game plan, and you look over and what's Verlander doing?
He's right there with me, and then he's got his sheet of paper, and he knows who he's facing, and he knows them inside and out. He can recall pitches that he had in the first, second, third, at bats that he's had, so he can draw on that when it's crunch time. He can recall all the pitches he's thrown that hitter. And he can read the hitters in the box and pitches accordingly. He's very impressive.
Take me through, because my last year was 2013. You continued on for a while later. And you always tell me, you go, D-Row, at the end of my career, like the pitching completely changed. So take the fans inside, like what you faced when you first came into the big leagues and then what it was like on the way out.
Well, guys were throwing 7, 8 innings, and they were trying to extend the starter, and guys were throwing, 90 to 92 miles an hour, sink and cut. And then all of a sudden this wave came, and everybody throws 96, 98, and they all have cutters, and the game's definitely changed. And it's, you got to get on the heater. You got to learn how to hit the four-seamer up. The game has changed to that. I definitely think the game will change back, because I think once the hitters get on top of the ball and start driving the four-seamer, I think you're seeing that a little bit more, that the two-seamer guys will come back and play at a higher level than they did. And I think the game changes every couple years. So hitters will go into the offseason, learn how to hit the high heater, and then the sinker ballers, the guys that those sinker ballers will play.
B-Mac, next season they're banning the shift in Major League
Yeah.
Baseball. What do you think of that?
Sweet.
2 years after you leave the game, right?
Yeah, sweet. No, I'm happy that they're doing that. I mean, you know, if you could play anywhere on a baseball field, there's no positions, right?
Yeah, that was his
If you
big
can go
thing.
stand anywhere on the field. So I was big on that. If you could take your third baseman and throw him into right field, I'm happy that they're doing it. The pitchers are it's hard to hit in today's game, and you know we want more action in the game, and I think this is good.
Yeah, you used to get frustrated. It's like, hey, I either got to go deep or I'm out. Because it's not
Well,
like I could just pepper balls the other way anymore off this exploding stuff.
Yeah, when you got a cutter and you're barreling in on lefties, there's very few selective hitters that can drive the ball out on a ball pitch that's in to left center. So I always had to cover that pitch first, and usually if it's coming in, if it's coming into you, it's going to be hit to right field. But I think there'll be more action in the game.
And he's coaching his son. His son, Colt McCann, is a stud. First baseman, rakes. Their team's 15-4, and I go watch his son's team play, and it's full autograph session for him after the game.
I'm sure.
He's a great coach. How much fun you having with that?
I'm loving it. I didn't think
that's
I'd
great.
have this much fun, but to see 9-year-olds see the game through their eyes and watch them run bases and try to stay in there and, you know, not be scared to get hit with a ball, and to know, you know, I repeat myself the whole game. Hey, ball on the ground, you're going. Ball in the air, you're
Tagging on a
and
fly.
Tagging
The
on
kids
fly.
won't tag, and then you don't want to get mad at them. So it's
You've got a lot of
been great.
patience. You've got a lot of patience for sure. We want to remind people it's the Club Core Classic in Irving, Texas, and in the Metroplex. Brian McCann is going to be playing. You can watch it on Golf Channel Friday through
Really
Sunday.
good player. Like
Yeah, and-
one of the best iron players for the retired professional athlete.
Wait, what'd you have for breakfast, Brian?
Oh, yeah. What'd you have for breakfast?
Coffee.
I changed your breakfast game. I got you on the omelets.
I know. I get on that skip for a while, and then I get off it. So I just
He
now I'm
worries
not
about
on,
his
on
weight.
the breakfast thing.
Okay.
He worries about his weight.
I
Constantly.
can't be the guy that comes back. That's I can't be that guy.
Yeah.
Don't be that guy at the
Just the
alumni.
fact
Can't
that
be
you
that
think
guy.
about it, you're halfway there. You're halfway there.
Robert,
That's a good point.
I know.
Put in that
B-Mac, I'll talk to you offline if Dero ever gives me your number, which I've been asking for the last 4 years, but that's a whole nother story.
Yeah, my son wants to play you in the show.
Okay, yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, I gave Dero what my gamer tag was. He was supposed to give it
At
to
Real
you.
Roflo.
Well, thank you. I didn't want everyone else to know, because now I'm going to be inundated with friend requests, but thank you for that. B-Mac, you're one of our favorites, man. Thank you for
No,
joining
you
us.
guys-
Hit him straight this weekend, okay?
You guys have the best show on TV.
Thank
Love
you.
it.
Thank you very
Love it.
much.
Thanks, Mac.
All right.
Brian,
You guys are the
buddy.
best. Thank you.
Thank you, B-Mac. That's Brian McCann.